This father told his son, if you want to be rich, the first step is to learn to save money. When your savings are full in the future, you can use it to study for a lawyer or a doctor. But when the boy came of age, he broke the jar in a hurry. Then he went to a pretty aunt in the street and gave her his favorite toy. Afterwards, greed was like a tiny seed that it took root in his heart in order to save his money again. Moses got into the habit of stealing, but the strange thing was the boss found out about him, but he didn't tell the boy off. Moses prepared a chocolate cake. He asked his father if he knew what day it was, but his father scolded him for spending money. He left him a belated blessing. He fled the house in a panic. Moses was used to his father's indifference as a son. Moses was used to it. A starlet came to town to shoot a movie. The streets were crowded with people. Mr. Abraham was in awe of the red sports car. He'd been in the movies when he was young. Maybe he'd be driving a sports car now, maybe even have a starlet girlfriend. And then the starlet came into the store. She wanted to buy a bottle of mineral water. Mr. Abel asked for 5 francs. The old man was very clever. With a few words, he sells the water at a high price, and that's how he did it. Moses was impressed and said, "You've got guts," the man told him. "I've got to make back the money you stole from the cans." And when it all came out, Moses wanted to find a hole in the ground, but Abraham called him back. Moses bowed his head in shame. He confessed why he stole Abraham, taught him a smarter way to save money. "This is an ordinary box of canned cat food. It tastes just like human canned meat. I'm sure your dad won't be able to tell, but don't eat it. This expiring bread is hard, but warm it up in the oven. It's okay to eat it again. Don't throw away the tea bags when you're done. You can still brew it after drying it in the sun. Mix some bad wine into the bottle every day, so you don't have to buy Dad new wine." After taking Abraham's advice, Moses served his dad a canned cat as if it were a meatloaf. The father took a wary sniff. He didn't notice anything unusual. Put it in his mouth and chewed it. It tasted really good. He sliced off a piece and asked his son to try it. Moses lied and said he wasn't hungry. Why did he tease his father? Because he washed and cooked for him every day. But his father always looked at him the wrong way. Moses was a bit cold after his bath. He wanted to open the curtains to let the sunshine in, but Dad ordered him to close them. The UV rays would yellow his book collection in this guy's eyes. Books were more important than his son's health. What hurt Moses the most was that this dad always says his brother is better than him. He doesn't wander around every day like Moses, and he inherited his love of books. But the reality is that Mom gave birth to Moses not long after she left home with his brother. He never knew what it was like to have a mother's love. And what's worse, even his father didn't like him. Moses' aggression has left him unable to express his love. He had a crush on the girl downstairs who threw hula hoops in order to get her attention. Moses always poured a glass of water on her. Anyone in his right mind would know that's not a good way to get a girl's attention. Mr. Abraham noticed that Moses rarely smiled. Moses thought that smiles were for rich people because money means happiness. A poor man like him doesn't deserve a smile. But Mr. Abraham told him it's not happiness that makes you smile. It's the smile that makes you happy. Though Moses didn't understand, but he chose to believe the older Abraham.